So this is how the story goes, and mind you, I couldn't wait to share with you guys my experience. Okay, so officially my due date was 4th of August 2025, but then I wanted to give birth a bit early. In fact, I wanted to give birth at 37 or 38 weeks. Don't ask me why, it's just something that I wanted. And as usual, God answered my prayers on the 21st of July. That was when I would, get to 38 weeks, and that's when everything started. So I'm going to start off from the contractions, my experience at corporate 24. So please stay tuned. And also I'm going to be mixing with Shona because I need to explain some things, if you understand. The contractions started, but then I didn't know they were there. Like, they were there to stay, like we were officially in labor. Talk about the pain, guys. Talk about the pain. The pain was yo. When I asked people about labor pains, when I studied classes and everything, they just told me they feel like period cramps, but then more painful. But then I'm also a girl who never really experienced period pain, so I didn't really understand what they meant. But I was like, you know what, I'll see it when I get there. Mind you, this is 1 a.m. I'm feeling this pain. I was like, let me not wake my husband because I'm not really sure what's going on. But then I was up, and then I have a friend who recently gave birth, so she was up, thankfully. I asked her, is it how it feels like? And she was like, I think you are in labor. And I was like, And I also didn't want a situation where I'll go to the hospital and then I'm told that, Sissy, go back, Azazatanga. So I was trying to be sure. And then around 4 a.m. I was like, you know what? I think I'm not sure, because now the pain would come for like 10 seconds, and then goes for like 3 minutes. After 4 minutes, after 3-4 minutes, it comes back. Woke my husband up, and then we made our way to corporate 24 where we were registered, and then we picked our bags. I didn't even dress up, so I'm gonna share some of the clips to just show what was going on. My face is a bit but please understand, I was dealing with real pain, the second most painful thing a human being could ever go through. So I got settled in at the hospital, and then the nurse would come and check up on me. And guess what? When they came, they told me, I was just starting. I'm like, what? I've been in pain from like 1 a.m. What do you mean? It's like, yes, it's expected. It's your first time. So chill. I chilled. And guess what, guys? I was in labor officially for 18 hours. I dealt with the pain. 18 good hours. So my gyna then came in around 4 p.m. and then told us that there was a possibility of having complications if we go on with the normal delivery. I really wanted vaginal delivery, but then he said the safest would be C-section. I wasn't mentally ready. I didn't have time. I was so much in pain that, to just be like, whatever is okay for the baby, whatever is okay for the mom, to just do whatever makes sense at this time, because I was in pain. You'll see in the next video, I was in pain. So this was my first time getting into theater. I remember praying so much on my way to the theater, like, God, I don't know what's going on, but can you come and just take over? Mind you, the pain was now so much, because by that time I was 2 centimeters, just 2 centimeters dilated. But then the pain I felt, like I was with me. That's all I can say. Yo, lying there, I couldn't feel anything, couldn't feel my legs, couldn't feel anything. It was just like I'm sleeping, and then they're doing whatever they're doing. And then, boom, the boy came out. He was out. They showed me the baby, then I was just like, you know what, whatever happens now, I've done my part. And everything from there went well. So I was done with the surgery, went into recovery. I couldn't feel anything here. I feel like I actually hate the feeling of not feeling my legs. I do not want to go through that ever again, because no, I can't. Anyways, I was done, went back to my room, and then I remember I asked, where's my baby? It's like, oh, the baby's on the next side with the father. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he came with the baby, and it was just 3 of us back in the room. We had no idea what to do. Like, you need to, yeah, musamwana, and then the milk is not coming, you know, that first night. But thankfully, we had our friends coming over. They really helped us. We pumped. Okay, we got it wrong first time, but then the second time we got it right, and everything went well. But the pain I felt the second day. So, because I was operated, I was meant to stay in the hospital for like 3 days. Then it would be, you know, checking up on me and everything, and also the baby. I couldn't switch sides. Like when I'm sleeping, I couldn't walk properly. I couldn't go to the bathroom without help. It made me appreciate so many little things that I tend to take for granted, like being able to move on your own, especially when the baby is crying and then you're just sitting there. You wish you could just run and hold the baby or give him the milk that he needs, but I couldn't. I had to ask for help, and thank God. You know that statement when they say, be careful who you marry. Do they really just want to be your husband, or also want to be the father of your kids? My husband was really there, and he really helped me, you know, move around and feel so much better. Also my family, my friends, they really helped. I wasn't worrying about anything. The nurses were there. They were so friendly. I remember my mom said, I've never seen something like this. Like everyone who's coming into this room is carrying so like good energy. Like they're so nice. Like they're really good at whatever they're doing. They would bath me. I couldn't bath myself. Apparently they would, you know, help me. I don't want to lie. I had the best experience. Yes, I was in pain, but I had the best experience. I felt it, and I remember I was like, you know what, you need to come for makeup. You need to come for free makeup because you guys are so good. Corporate 24, the nurse is there. Hands up. They took good care of me. This is what I would say to any woman who's probably going through what I went through or planning to. I say, you know, I'd be mentally ready. Labor, delivery, they need you to be mentally ready, and you need to gather your village around. You're gonna need every help you're gonna get. You need to also pray about it. Pray about how you want everything to go. Like I did that. I even prayed for the date I wanted to give birth, and you know, God answers prayers, and you know which hospital to choose. It's very important. I'm so glad I chose Corporate 24 because I kept thinking, had I chosen like any other hospital, how was it gonna go? Like, because I'm in pain and I've never experienced something like that. You can't shout at me, but they were so nice. The food was nice, the environment was nice. Yes, it was painful. I would never take that away, but I got all the help that I needed. So yep, this is it. I'm ready to answer any questions that you have, and yep, thank you.